All right, let's talk about one of the most common trading setups out there, the breakout retest. But here's the thing. What if everything you've been taught about it is, well, a lie? What if it's not some reliable pattern, but actually a really carefully set trap? Let's get into it.
Yeah, I know. That's a pretty bold statement to make. But trust me, this so-called pattern is often a lie. And it's designed to do one thing and one thing only, to make you the liquidity for what we call smart money. You know that classic textbook entry you're looking for? It's usually the exact spot where the pros are getting ready to make a move against you. So, if it's not a simple test of a level, then what in the world is actually happening? To beat this trap, we first have to understand exactly how it's set. It's really a game of perspective, and we're about to see it from the other side. Okay, first things first, let's completely reframe what a retest really is. You know, the market isn't just randomly coming back to a level to test it. No, it's a calculated, engineered move with a very, very specific purpose. So what's really going on here is something called a stop hunt. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's when the market pushes just far enough to trigger all those stop-loss orders from traders who bought the initial breakout. You see, that clean retest you were patiently waiting to buy, it's actually a move designed to hit your stop-loss right before the price completely reverses. And here is the absolute key takeaway. Your panic is their opportunity. When your stop-loss gets hit, you're forced to sell, right? Well, all those sell orders create this big pool of available shares. That's what we call liquidity. And the big institutions can then just scoop them all up to fill their huge buy orders at a discount. It's not random market noise, people. It's a precision maneuver. Now, to really, really get this, you have to picture the market as a game between two teams. You've got the retail crowd on one side and the pros on the other. And believe me, they are playing by completely different rules. Just look at this slide. The number one difference is timing. Retail traders, the crowd, they jump in during the breakout, totally driven by FOMO. But the pros, the smart money, they were buying long before that. So as the crowd is buying, the pros are actually selling to them, taking their profits. This selling is what creates that pullback, the retest, which then causes the crowd to panic and sell, usually at a loss. This slide here shows you the whole cycle. First, you have the accumulation phase, where smart money is quietly buying things up. Then, bam, the breakout happens and retail traders rush in. This is the exit liquidity for the pros. And finally, on the retest, as all those retail traders are panic selling, smart money just buys back in at a lower price, getting ready for the next big move up. Okay, so we understand the trap. Now, the big question. How do we avoid it? How do we start trading with the pros instead of against them? Well, it all starts with changing how you see the chart itself. This right here is probably the single biggest and simplest change you can make to your trading, like right now. Stop drawing your support and resistance as a single perfect line. The market just doesn't care about your pretty line. Instead, start drawing a zone. Think of it like a box that covers the entire area of the fight, from the candle bodies all the way to the tips of the wicks. This gives you a way more realistic picture of where the real battle is being fought. Next up, we use volume as our filter. A real, genuine breakout should have a huge spike in volume. That's the fuel for the move. But on the retest, you actually want to see the complete opposite, low, drying up volume. This tells you the big institutions are not selling, they're just holding their positions, waiting. Not all breakouts are created equal. We're looking for strength and conviction. We want to see a powerful candle that closes way above the zone, not one that just meekly pokes its head out. A strong breakout is explosive. A weak one is a dud. We only trade the explosive ones. Simple as that. So we've found a strong breakout from a zone, and we've seen a low volume retest. Now for the final piece of the puzzle. When do you actually pull the trigger? This is the number one mistake that absolutely kills trading accounts. Newbie traders see the price touch their little zone, and they just jump right in, basically trying to catch a falling knife. You have to wait for confirmation. Let the market prove to you that the buyers are back in control and the level is actually holding. One of the best confirmation signals you can get is an engulfing candle right in your zone. This pattern is like a giant neon sign telling you that momentum has aggressively shifted. When the body of a bullish candle completely swallows the previous bearish one, it shows the sellers have just been totally overwhelmed. And for an even stronger signal, look for an increase in volume on that engulfing candle. Another incredibly reliable signal is the pin bar. But hold on, don't just trade any old candle with a wick. We are looking for a conviction. The wick, which shows the rejection, it should be dramatic, at least twice the size of the candle's body. It tells a really clear story. Price tried to push lower, was violently rejected, and is now very likely to move the other way.
All right, we've covered all the individual pieces. Now, let's put it all together into a complete step-by-step system that will have you trading retests like an absolute pro.
But first, one golden rule you have to remember. A level is at its absolute strongest the very first time it's tested after a breakout. All the psychological power, all the trap traders, all the institutional interest, it's all focused on that first pullback. With every test after that, the level gets weaker, not stronger. So we focus exclusively on that first retest.
All right, so here it is, the whole thing, the complete pro retest system. Step 1, you identify a clean, high-volume breakout. Step 2, you mark your level as a zone, not just a line. Step 3, you have to be patient and wait for that first low-volume retest of your zone. Then, step 4, you look for your confirmation signal, that powerful engulfing candle or that long-wicked pin bar. And finally, step 5, you pull the trigger. You execute the trade, but here's the key, your stop loss goes safely below the entire zone, not just the candle.
And you know why this works? It works because it's not based on some outdated textbook theory. It's based on how the market actually operates. You're no longer guessing. You have a systematic approach that filters for high-probability setups and puts you on the same side as the institutional flow.
So now you know. You know the truth about breakout retests. You've seen the trap, and now you have the tools to not only avoid it, but to actually turn it to your advantage. The only question left is, will you?